Hi, my name is Charles Lopez and I am the designer and creator of the Boxon family. Boxon is the culmination of many years of rule-based application development and testing. It is built on the notion of leverage. It is a set of tools for developers and analysts to build solutions. In essence, it is a programming language for business. What this allows us to do is to change the product as the business changes. In essence, our application is built for change. In addition to a rules-driven workflow, we have incorporated rules-driven business intelligence, which you can apply anywhere along this workflow. What this does is not have business intelligence as an afterthought, but really right in line in your daily transaction to be enforced right in your business day. Boxon is the first commercially available product built on these tools. We have tested the product in actual clients over the last 2 years to ensure its viability and quality. We can now say that we have created a new genre in software. That is rules-driven, client-specific workflow with an inline business engine. Boxon takes advantage of a convergence of technologies. Built as a multi-tenancy product, we're able to deliver this product as a software as a service, yet have each client have its own individual rules and workflow. Also, the product is a thin client browser base for deployment all across the world, and we use cloud hardware for reliability and performance. One way which I can probably better explain the engine is to compare it against traditional methodologies. And a traditional water flow development methodology, you go out, gather the requirements for the user, do the preliminary design, code, etc., one step after the other. Using our framework and engine capability, we can now deploy what we like to call the adaptive iterative model of development. That is, we can go out to a client and not ask him what the requirements are, but work with him on his requirements and build it right into the workflow. Therefore, we are delivering software as the user gives us a requirement. This is the advantage of having this kind of tool. I think the best way to describe the framework might be giving you a specific example. We have the classic example of our clients wanting to clear their credit card once the product leaves their warehouse. For us to do that, we go out to our toolbox, which is a set of programs that allow us to clear credit cards, again, Optimal or Authorize.net or PayPal, whatever the method of clearing that the client might be using, and attaching that program to a status of the product being in the warehouse. Now, later down the road, the client might change their mind and say, we don't really want to clear the credit card when the product leaves our warehouse. We prefer now to clear the credit card once the product has reached the customer. Under our framework, this is a very, very simple change to make. All we have to do is take and point the framework not to use the program at level, let's say 10, just use it at level 15, meaning a level further down the workflow stream that signifies that the product has reached the client. Compare this to a traditional method where you would have to have a programmer go in and first figure out in the program where he is going to make this change, and then have to test the entire program again, etc., etc. You can see that our methodology eliminates the when from the programmers and places it in the business and analyst hands. Again, we view software development as a process of discovery, not a process of creation. So the tool is built with that philosophy in mind. What that means is that we are going to go through a process and change it until it adapts to what is going on in your business. That is why we call it iterative adaptive process, meaning we are just going to throw it against reality over and over again. When you build software based on the reality that the product is going to change, then you would build something like we have, a product that is built for change. Another advantage of our product is that it comes in with a rules-based engine. What we do is we use this rules-based engine to put rules that test the product. So basically, you're looking at a product that tests itself. You're looking at a product that uses its own technology to ensure financial and data integrity all across the spectrum of transactions. It is one of the reasons why we can deliver such sophisticated software that changes with such a high level of quality. Another advantage of our system and our process and the framework is that it leaves behind an audit trail for every single logic point that is exercised by the framework. Now, this is a very powerful tool when it comes to support, when it comes to metrics of the company, when it comes to auditability of the system. For instance, we can tell exactly at what time the rule was issued, by who the rule was issued for, and what the values were of the rules at the time that the rule was exercised. Some companies are using this information to maybe gather metrics about the number of orders being processed by an associate. They can also measure the average amount of time that it takes an associate to process these orders, etc., etc., etc. All along, the concept of having a program leave behind exactly what it has done, it's a new one, but one that is a very, very powerful in terms of support and auditability of the system. I'm often asked, how do we come up with ideas for new products, and how do we improve our existing products? And the answer is very simple. We build the software as if we were going to use it ourselves. Now, I can tell you that all along this process, no one ever came up and says, oh, can you build us a rules-driven, client-specific workflow engine? No, that's not what happened. But once we built it and they began to use it, then what they did want was the benefits of that. The benefits that they see is that instead of the software being in control, now with this product, they are in control of the software. We believe that the best way to help you is to bring the individuality of your knowledge into the process, into our product. By building a product that allows a knowledge base of your controls and business rules and order of process, and give you the ability to exercise that logic against every single transaction that goes through your business, we believe that to be our ultimate goal. There can be no better product than one that does exactly what you want. That is the goal of our product. That is the goal of our company.